Okay, so let's recap. What are we discussing today? We'll just go with it.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
We'll just go with it.
This is definitely one thing.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So, what are we doing now?
Well,
we got to do a clap.
Yeah, the clap.
Yeah, clap.
The clap.
Okay. 1, 2, 1,
2, 3.
3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're back.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. It's a Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Okay. So, apparently we're back on Friday.
Yeah. Okay. So, wrist check?
Oh, no.
Not yet? Okay. Maybe another wrist check first.
All right, let's do a wrist check.
So what do we have today?
Okay, well, today I am sporting an M&M, a yellow M&M watch.
Okay.
With
quartz?
It looks like a peanut M&M.
Uh-huh.
The watch, I kind of did a little restoration in that I replaced the band. It had a yellow leather band on it and it was falling apart. So I put a yellow silicone band on it, which is actually kind of nice. I'm actually liking it. It's a nice feel to it. It's a light watch. It's got a nice silver case with a kind of a silver dial behind the M&M, and it's got a nice set of angular hands, and it's a beautiful watch.
Okay, cool. And what do I have?
You have a piece of history.
What is this?
This is a Timex Ironman watch.
Oh, it's not a Casio. Okay.
No, it's a classic, and people are really looking for these in good condition. This has got a nice watch band.
Okay.
In good condition, and the face and dial and everything. The buttons are in nice condition.
Yeah. Works.
And it's running. And
it's running?
Yeah, it's. I actually used to have one when I was,
high
back
school?
in 90s. Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the 90s. They're fantastic watches, and just like an everyday average watch that people can love.
So both of these available for sale?
On the store? Yeah.
On the store, F-bargarage at eBay.
At eBay.
At eBay, link in the description below.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're officially back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess the next thing is, what are you drinking?
Oh, right. So tonight I am having the James's Gin, surprise, surprise. American.
Haven't we had enough of the James's Gin?
No, we haven't.
Come on.
This one is a special. This one is in the old bottle design with the cork, which is smaller cork, just like that. And it is the American.
It looks exactly the same to me.
Ramstad. Oh, mustard. Actually, the first and second batches of these have been called American mustard. And I actually have one of those at home. But this one, they had to change it because FDA would not allow gin to be called an American mustard, because people would confuse it with actual mustard. And this is not a mustard. So they changed the name to Ramstad. But it's essentially the gin with the mustard flavor in it.
Gin shouldn't be flavored mustard.
Well, I mean, and what are you having?
Me? Well, I'm trying to remember who got me this bottle of bourbon. It's called Trail's End. It's a Kentucky bourbon. Actually, get my glasses on. Comes with a medal, which is kind of cool. Nice Trail's End medal. Spirit competition 2016 from the, San Francisco World Spirits competition. Double gold is what they won. So it's a small batch bourbon, Kentucky bourbon, done in a finished oak cask from Oregon.
Okay.
Which I don't know what that makes that much of a difference. But
Batch number?
and it's batch number 2. So apparently they drank batch number 1 and then they went on to release batch number 2.
Okay.
But that's what I'm going to be drinking, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay, yes.
So let's go ahead and prep the drinks.
All right. I'll get some lemons.
It's not going to be easy to get off.
Well, I'm sure you got the tools for that. So.
Yeah, I got a big knife.
Okay, all right.
I think it's got oak on the top of that.
Okay. Well, one of these days you're gonna drink the James's gin.
I've already tried that once, and I refuse to do it again.
You refuse to do this again. Now you'd really need to. We really need to get you to drink it.
The only way you might get me to drink it is if I drink it with James in front of him and tell him how bad it is.
Are you gonna do that?
I would do that if
you would do that.
I would do that.
All right. Well, I wouldn't.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Oh, this is good.
It's a nice straight Kentucky bourbon. Got the nice caramel, a little bit of oak, a little bit of peat.
It's a nice, refreshing drink on this very hot August day.
Yeah, it's a good straight bourbon.
Well,
I like it.
Why don't you have an aircon? Where is your AC? Why do we have all these lights and equipment?
The ocean.
Okay. I apologize. I'll apologize up front if I'm gonna be sweating today because it is 82 degrees, 79 degrees in here, right there. It says 79 Fahrenheit in here, and it's gonna get hotter and hotter. All right. So.
If you can't take the heat.
I cannot take the heat. No. Spoiled.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you come from a cold country.
Yes, I do. I do not like a lot of heat. Okay.
All right.
So
car updates.
Yes, what's happening in the world of our cars? What's happening with your cars?
Not too much. Been working on the Corvette. Just finishing up the rear bay area. Putting down the Dynamat. Did some trimming up of the panels that are going to go over where the old speakers went. Just getting all that finished. I should be able to finish that pretty soon. Although this weekend probably won't get to it because I'm supposed to work on my sister's cars. She bought a brand new. Well, she bought a new to her Audi A3. Okay. If you're not familiar with that, that's the 2.0 liter TSI engine, four cylinder.
So it's a 4-cylinder turbo.
Four-cylinder turbo with an
Oh.
automatic transmission.
What year is that was?
2019.
Okay.
They bought it. So they have these auctions in the Bay Area where you can go buy cars that have been basically mechanic leaned from tow companies, or they tow them from public parking lots or something like that, or from the street, repos, stuff like that. They can run. If the car runs, then you can hear it run, but they don't let you start it. They don't let you look at it much. They don't let you do anything. The weirdest thing about this listing is somebody listed it as an Audi A6. And so when they showed the pictures on the site, it had a 6-cylinder engine.
Okay, so that was,
and I was like,
completely different car.
I was like, that's not right. When my brother-in-law was looking at it, so he went there and took a look at it before the auction, which he could do. And he took some pictures of it. And he's like, no. I said, that's a 2.0 liter, TSI four-cylinder engine, which is fine for him because they need it for a commute car and they want it, to drive properly.
All the air codes present?
Actually, no.
No?
I mean, surprisingly enough, the tires were shot. We don't know how long they've been sitting. he didn't have a key with it, so he had to get a key made, which was like
another $400 or so,
no, it was like $500 just for the key.
just without programming.
Without programming,
Wow.
because the Audi won't sell you a key unless they can verify that it's that car.
Yeah.
You can't buy an aftermarket key for it.
Yes. 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 It's
so-
one of those connected immobilizers.
Yeah, it's the newfangled stuff, so it's harder to get fake keys for it and stuff.
Is it a physical key or is it electronic key?
It's a physical key.
It's a physical key. Okay.
And they battery was shot, so they put in a new battery, and it fired right up, and it drives.
But that's definitely going to be an adventure. Is it a basket case?
No, actually, it's not too bad. They had an alignment done, and got new wheels on it. They're bringing it down to me for an oil change. The oil looked good and stuff. I told them to do it, but they're going to bring it down to me first. So we're doing an oil change. We're going to do the brakes. The front brakes were at like 10%, and the rear brakes were at like 90, but it only had like 20,000 miles on it or something, 25,000. So whoever wrote it really hard. They blew the shocks. So the struts are gone, but the coils are good, and all the other mounts and bushings are good. So we're going to do the struts on it and swap those out. The car itself, the lights aren't working, which is weird.
You mean the headlights?
The headlights aren't working.
Okay.
But it looks like, from all the diagnostics we've been able to get from the GTC codes and everything, and the other checks that we've done, it looks like it's the body control module, which you can get used pretty cheap.
Is it from that car?
What?
The BCM?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a BCM in it. It's actually right down by the driver's side.
Yeah, but in that car, is it original BCM or is it someone else's car?
No, it looks like the original BCM.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
so we got a used one. We're going to try and program it, see if that works. If not, then we'll have to go to Audi and get one or something. But
that's going to be expensive.
Yeah, but honestly, I think we should be able to get it programmed. And
Okay.
it's not a big deal. So
Okay, well, if you
but
say so.
it's just the headlights, so you just can't drive at night.
Just.
Anyway, interior is really nice and clean. They had it detailed already.
Which is surprising, right? I mean, like for the car from a lot like that. I mean.
Well, I mean, I think it was a repo car, which still the repo cars are
exactly
are usually trashed and stuff.
Yep.
But this one's in good shape and everything. There was a mechanic's lien on it and stuff. He got a really good deal on it, price wise. And so we'll see. We'll get it here. We'll take a look at it, drive it, do some fixes, and see what's going on with it.
Okay.
And so that's kind of my weekend project coming up. What else? That's pretty much it for my vehicles. What? You got something to say?
Well, you should ask me first.
I mean, we got fucking, excuse my language, we got paperwork here.
Let's go through my cars first. So, 95.5 thousand miles on the Subaru. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is, I still think it's one of the best commuter cars in the world. Outbacks.
Till the engine blows up.
Yeah, well, this is not happening. So, got oil changed on that one and drove another 20 miles on my Porsche. I know! It's over 19,000 miles now.
Dennis, you have no more mileage left for the year almost.
I know.
I mean, geez, what are you going to do?
I need to restrain myself,
Yeah.
So, and then I got myself into a pickle with your Beetle. Because as you remember, I messed up one of the keys, actually RFIDs in one of the keys, and the RFID did arrive.
You do know that one of those keys was brand new.
It didn't look like it, but anyway, I changed.
I bought it brand new.
I changed the shells
and had it coded
and everything. So Well, you had it coded at VW, right?
No, actually.
No?
No. So the Volkswagen 2006, you don't need to go to VW to actually get it
Right.
coded. There's a VW local shop that I go to
Okay.
that
So, but
specializes in German cars,
okay,
and
but
they actually have,
you went
but
someplace.
they do actually have the access to the database to do
Right.
coding for
Right.
the newer
Right.
keys.
Right.
But yeah, so I took it
Yes.
to them. But that one, you're able to buy the keys off the internet, and that's what
Yes.
I did. And so the second key is off the internet. The first key,
Okay, so I changed the shells on both of them, and when moving the RFID from one key fob to the new one, I accidentally cracked the glass and broke one of the RFIDs. Ordered one, actually a couple of them. They arrived, everything, put everything together, everything is fine. Now I need to code it, and I don't want to go to the place to actually get it done. I actually want to learn and to see if I can do it myself. So a $20 part that I broke, okay, is gonna cost me $500 to code because I just put an order on the box that will help me to code it together with my scanner. So, and
so
it
can
supposedly should.
I ask a
I actually
question?
got a good deal because the those boxes that actually you put your key in and you do the whole thing, they go for $900 and up. Okay, I was able to find one at Napa Automotive for under $600, so 550 shipped.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Did you look into whether or not VCDS can
yeah.
actually code it?
Yes, actually, I did look into this, and there's the scanner that I use, which is a top-down scanner, and this box, which is also a top-down box. They talk to each other, they talk to the database. They're supposed to do everything correctly. So if all goes well, we'll be able to duplicate the keys. Or if you lose
No,
the
no, no.
key, if
Did
you
you?
lose the key on your Golf,
That's.
we can make a copy of that. And
I,
if you don't behave, I'm just gonna steal your Golf by
so
making a duplicate key.
okay, so no, no, no. VCDS is the Volkswagen ODB2 tool. Okay, and it lets you program all the Volkswagen functions.
No, I don't have the VW specific one.
Yeah, and
It's a
you load
it's
it
a
on a computer. You run
it's
it off of a computer.
it's a third
It's
party one, and I'll see if it's gonna work.
yeah.
I
So this is
crossing my fingers that it does work, which will actually gonna be a good experience because I will be able to clone the keys for my Porsche and clone the keys for the Subaru, and do other things.
yeah.
Maybe clone the key for your Dodge, for your pickup truck.
Okay, so getting back to this, the VCDS tool, you can purchase it online for one car. It's like $90 or something,
Hmm.
and it does all of the coding that you can do at the dealership.
You did not tell me any of that. Why didn't you tell me
Well,
any
you
of
didn't
that?
ask.
What do you mean you didn't ask? You knew I broke my key.
I know you broke your
Yeah, and
key.
he was just like,
I didn't think you'd go
just
buy
quiet.
a $500 tool for it.
That's a good friendship for you right there.
You didn't ask.
Okay, anyway, I'm
Okay.
actually looking forward to that box arriving because
I have the VCDS tool here, but
what?
you have to register it per vehicle. It's kind of
Oh,
license. You can get an open license, but they're kind of expensive. So
okay. There is a
but
catch.
there is a catch.
There is always a catch.
But it's also a little bit more fundamental where you're flipping switches in it rather than full GUI and all that sort of stuff. But it may do the key fob programming. I don't know. I haven't checked, but it's something we'll look into.
Yeah, yep. And
Okay.
and then the new dash, so the new instrument cluster did arrive, and I'll be playing with it. And if all goes well, there will be a video on my channel how to rework this cluster, to change the backlighting on it. And fingers crossed, I actually should be able to program that cluster to the car. The only thing that I'm not completely sure is the odometer reading, whether I'll be able to have the same odometer reading. If not, I'll
I
probably
doubt
will have to use the old board. you know,
Yeah,
and
I don't think you can do that on some of the newer cars, but
so this
it doesn't matter because it's over 10 years old and you don't have to worry about having an
Oh, is
accurate
it?
odometer.
Yeah, oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you can put it in there and
Yes.
just say, hey, I replaced
Yes.
this.
So
The actual
yeah.
odometer is the one that's in the ECU.
Yes.
But in California, at least, if it's 10 years old, you're not required
Yeah.
to have an accurate
Yeah.
odometer, and I think that's federal.
Yeah. So I was lucky to get the instrument cluster brand new, like new old stock, completely intact,
So you should
with
have 0 miles on it.
still with the protective film on it, so we can do the peel and everything. So yes, maybe I will next week or the week after. I'll have the 0 mile 2006 Beetle, new Beetle.
Hmm.
Would you believe that? If I would show you 0 miles.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll end up just swapping the boards and keeping the old board with the old mileage.
Okay.
So anyway, the key programmer will actually gonna be handy because I'll have to the key IDs. The keys are actually data for the keys are stored in the
Well, but
in
you
the
should also
cluster.
be able to do Subaru keys and other things and Porsche keys. And,
Yes, it will
and
be
all those.
helpful.
So
And
if I need
if
keys,
you need a key, you know who to ask. Now
Yeah.
that's a good friendship.
yeah. So
Right. So
we have this
yeah, we have this printouts.
we have this piece of paper here
Yes.
from one of your other cars.
Yes, so this is for the Outback. I was taking it to the dealer to change the oil. And again, thank you, Subaru of Reno, for providing the lifetime oil change, which I'm using and abusing to a full extent. And
Does it have any other service?
No, just oil change.
Covers?
Just
Only just the oil change.
Just the oil change, paid up front, and as long as I'm driving this car, I have free oil changes. And yes, because I'm over 90,000 miles, they give me this little info sheet with the different packages for the 90K service. And I looked at it, and I laughed.
So 90K service on most cars entails tune-up maintenance.
So usually for the Subaru, 45 and 90K. So these are the things that you absolutely have to do. Well, the filters, you know, the engine filter, cabin filter, yes. You do the spark plugs. You do the change of the brakes, which I have changed on my Outback 3 times now, since I'm driving so much.
The brake fluid?
The
brake pads?
No, I changed the whole thing. I don't skim on this.
You do a fluid flush when you do the
I do the brakes, I do the rotors, I do the pads. I'll let the dealer do the fluid flush because I don't want.
You didn't always used to do this, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. There was somebody here that pushed you to do all that after didn't actually replace the rotors and the pads.
It's an interesting story. Yes, indeed. My rear brakes early 35K in have been replaced, I think. But 2 things kind of stood out to me because I later did the full front and back brake work myself in the garage, and they did not look replaced, and I was surprised. But the cost, what got me was the cost. It was almost $1,500 just for the $1,200 just for the rear brakes and rotors, and I thought to myself, you know what? For that price, I can get a scanner, I can get a computer that will put Subaru into the maintenance modes for the brakes and other things for way less than that, and I can do it myself for under $500 with the top of the line aftermarket high performance brakes and rotors each time, and this is what I do now. But yes, you did.
I was the one that actually pointed you at the fact that you could get a whole full pads and rotor kit for like $400 or $500.
Well, given that the amount of mileage that I'm driving, I mean, like
And
I literally go through a set of brakes every year,
and
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 that's a
and
lot of money if you do this at the dealer.
yeah, and what else did I do for you?
Oh, the Harbor Freight membership.
Yes, I got him a 2-year Harbor Freight membership
Yes.
because he needed that, and then he went shopping heaven
Yes.
at
Yes.
Harbor Freight, and he has regretted me giving him that ever
Yes.
since.
Yes. 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 The garage is full of tools and no way to store them.
Yeah.
No way
And
to store them yet.
you also have a summit there in Reno, right?
Yes, we have the Summit Racing.
Yeah.
This shop that I go to. So
Two horrible places to have near you.
I'm really in trouble. Well, I'm not in trouble actually. Now my wife, she has the universal, like she doesn't have to think about my birthday present anymore. We just go to the racing, to the summit.
So Harbor Freight is awesome. I love their tools. I love their products. I love their prices. I love their warranty, particularly.
Eric Schmidt.
Thank you,
Hats
Eric.
off to you. Thank you.
I bought a pressure washer from them.
Yeah.
Electric one, the 2300 Bauer, or 2300 psi Bauer, and the wand broke on it. So I took it back to them because I wanted to get a replacement wand for it, and you can't just buy the wand as a part apparently. But they said, look, just bring it back, get a new warranty, and we'll replace it. And I was like, okay. Did that. 2 years later, I use it. I use it quite a bit. I went to use it and noticed that the power button was broken, and it wouldn't click and it wouldn't do anything. And I was like, dang. And so I looked up my warranty, and it was coming due at the end. My 2-year warranty was ending at the end of the month. So I ran down there, and they're like, yep, here's a new one. And I got another 2-year warranty on it. And I'm like, no questions asked. I said, look, this thing isn't working this way. And they're a fantastic place to deal with. They're best warranties in the business. And as I said, I love their tools. I love their pressure washer. I have so much.
The floor jacks are amazing. I mean, like, they're so useful.
The Daytona floor jacks are absolutely amazing.
Absolutely
I mean, even the
useful.
Pittsburgh floor. I mean, okay, so there was an issue with the Pittsburgh jack stands, but the Daytona jack stands are there now, and the Pittsburgh floor jacks are also really good. I mean, I have so many tools. The only tools that I really get that I don't get at Harbor Freight are the power tools. And even then, it's because I had originally purchased DeWalt power tools, and I stuck with that for the 20-volt system.
Yes.
And
which is amazing.
And then I went with the Milwaukee for the
power tools.
For the smaller the lower volt system.
Yes. You recommended me Milwaukee, and I'm using one of the impact drivers.
So I mean
the 3/8.
They've got the impact stuff. Their power drill screwdriver. Their cutoff wheels. Their Dremel tools. All that sort of stuff. Those small tool stuff is fantastic there. So I do have 2 systems. But from what I hear, the Harbor Freight electric stuff is really good, especially the Hercules stuff, and and it's really priced well.
Okay.
Plus, you get the warranty with them, and you can swap it out. So anyway, I got that tool updated and replaced, and it's actually it's been 4 years, and it's still the exact same model.
Yeah.
So it's a tried and true model for the pressure washer, and it's great.
So we get our tools from the same place, but there is a difference.
What?
I can actually work in my garage. Your garage is full of stuff.
Well, it's full of the tools. My garage is full of the tools.
Yes.
I still have way more tools than you.
Yes.
Yes. I mean,
also on the car stuff, I put the deposit for the new updated garage door system, which will allow me to put in the lift in it. So I'm moving all of these mechanisms out of the way, And
So one of my garage doors is broken right now.
okay. Well, I'm
The-
gonna keep the actual motor unit, that because I have two of them. So one of them is gonna be the spare.
Yeah. Well, my issue isn't the motor unit; it's the actual spring.
Oh yeah, I
The
had
spring in it, it keeps slipping
yes.
and losing traction, and we tried replacing it, and it's the whole door mechanism's shot, and I got to get a
Oh
whole
okay.
new door mechanism, which means I might as well get the new garage door because my
Oh
door
wow.
is actually
Oh wow.
wood,
Yes.
and all of the bolts are stripping out because
Well,
it's rotted.
you in California.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
like, so
but I want to go with a steel garage door that's got an R value on it, so it actually
get a glass.
no.
Get a see-through glass.
No. I'm having a door with a decent R
So that,
value, so it'll
that
actually
everyone
help with
can
the.
see your mess.
Anyway,
Okay. We've been talking about this list right over here.
we both work on our cars. We both do
Yeah.
our own oil changes, except for him.
I don't do my oil changes yet. I'm looking forward to do that on my other cars, not the Outback, but the other ones.
Yeah, so he
Once
takes the Porsche
put-
to the Porsche dealer to get an oil change.
I actually no. I don't take the little car to the dealer. Actually, there is a Porsche.
So the engine out
Shop.
on the oil change is actually cheaper,
You don't have to do the engine out. All you have to do is just
but it's a Porsche.
put it on the ramp at an angle. That's all
It's
that
an
you
engine
have to
out,
do.
isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So I take it to the local the Porsche workshops that is specializing only on the sports cars. So supporting the the local community.
Okay. So we got 3 packages here.
Yes, we do.
The minimum, this is a 90,000 mile service.
Yes.
There's a minimum package, a value package, and a preferred package. Now, the minimum package is roughly $550.
Yes.
Okay. And so they perform a 9,000 mile maintenance service, which includes rotating the tires, inspecting.
Looking at this list, can you pinpoint what exactly are they changing and not inspecting?
So they're replacing the air filter element.
Okay.
So they're
$30.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a Subaru. It might be a little bit more. Performing a brake fluid exchange, which requires some tools and stuff, but the fluid itself is $12.
Yes.
Okay. Performing synthetic front and rear differential fluid exchange, which in a 4-wheel drive, it's you get some Lucas and maybe $40-$50 of stuff to exchange it. Now, on a Subaru, it may be a little bit more difficult, and you may need to use a pump to actually pump it in there, but not very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. Check and top off all fluids, whatever.
Just
Lubricate the chassis.
yeah. What does that mean?
They take a grease gun to the grease points, which are like your ball joints and stuff like that, if they're greasable.
Which they're not.
Well, if they're not, they're not. But
But
a lot of 4-wheel drives, once they've replaced them, put in greasable.
Yes. Reset maintenance service indicator.
So they coded that in with a.
Thank you.
So they either do that with a computer or they do that with a pressing button sequence.
Yeah. And that's it.
Well,
that's it. So,
yeah.
so we just listed under $100 worth of parts. No spark plugs.
Yeah, I mean you're rotating the tires. They pull off a tire and move it over to another tire.
No drive belts replacements.
Yeah.
I mean the accessory belt replacement, which I got. I actually went and got the OEM accessory belt to replace for under $40.
Okay. So the value pack, which is the next level up.
Yes. Everything that we just
said plus
crankcase cleaning
well,
service.
they perform a comprehensive multi-point inspection. Oh wait, that one's in the other one. Sorry. They perform a crankcase cleaning, which means apparently the crankcase gets dirty.
They clean the engine.
No, it's a crankcase.
Yeah.
This is below the
Yeah.
engine. This is by the
Yeah.
this is by the flywheel.
Yes.
Okay. Install premium engine treatment. So they drop in STP.
Okay. Install premium cooling system treatment. So they add coolant.
Well, yeah.
Well, maybe
Install fluid guard. Well,
maybe they flush.
you know they actually may just put in a dye
Yeah.
to see if it's leaking.
Yeah.
Install fuel guard corrosion inhibitor. So that's a treatment for your fuel system, which is a bottle of STP.
Into your gas tank.
Yeah, for those of you who remember what STP is.
Yep.
They're just still sold. Nowadays, it's Liquid Moly or it's Lucas or one of the others that does a better treatment stuff.
Install Boost Fuel System Cleaner.
Yeah, which is all the same cleaner. You know, Liquid Moly makes one that does, you put it in every 6 months or so. You fill it, you put it in your gas tank when it's about half or a quarter a tank. You fill up your tank and you run 2 tankfuls through it, and it does fuel injection system, cleans the intakes. It does stabilizes your fuel. It does all kinds of stuff for your engine. And
well, I don't have to stabilize my fuel. I'm going through 2 tanks of gas every couple of days.
This is California. The fuel is so bad here that you have to stabilize it.
Okay, well.
Anyway.
Drain and refill the CVT fluid. So that's important. That I see value in. So in addition to the diff oil changes.
Well, okay, so the CVT fluid change, it's you undo a plug, you let it drain out.
Not exactly. There is a procedure for that.
Hold on.
There is a procedure for that.
And then you use a pump to suck out the rest.
Yeah, there is a procedure for that. Actually, interestingly, that the CVT Subarus are designing, so they're using their own CVT design, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But from the fact, officially from the factory, the CVT fluid is lifetime, which nothing is lifetime.
No, yeah. So one thing I say with CVT fluid.
Yeah.
Use the CVT fluid from your manufacturer and purchase that. Don't use an aftermarket one.
Yes.
That's one thing I will say about CVT fluid is do it, and you do need to service those.
Yes.
Don't just let it sit there, because your CVT will go and then you'll be buying a used CVT to replace it.
Okay, so in addition, and that's it. That's all I see.
Well, hold on. So there's the Boost System Cleaner, which is
another
additive that cleans out your
STP
turbos.
Product.
Yeah. And then 180-day comprehensive road care tire hazard. Okay, whatever.
Thank you.
You usually get that when you buy the tires.
Yes.
All right. That's
how much?
About $1,200.
$1,200, and we just just listed under $300 worth of parts.
The one thing I would recommend maybe having the dealer do is the CVT fluid, and that'll probably be $400 to $600.
Yeah.
But it's a pain in the rear to do, and it is something you want to do with a qualified mechanic. Now, if you trust your dealership to do that, I know that's kind of iffy, but you might find a good mechanic that's going to do that.
Actually, yes. Let's move forward, because there is a preferred package.
Oh, God.
Okay, so on top of everything that we just listed, it also includes the performing a fresh AC treatment service. Refill your AC?
I mean...
With a Freon?
Well, so what's weird is they have down below, it says perform Arctic Blast AC service, which is you go get one of those Arctic Blast Freon canners, the R132s, and you hook it up and you dump it into your system.
That's it.
That's all you're doing. So the treatment service, maybe that's the dye.
Yeah.
But I think it was done with the other stuff.
Yeah. Install E-Shield fuel system treatment. I have no idea what that is.
I think it's either another additive or it's replacing the plastic PPF covering around your gas tank thing.
Perform fuel induction cleaning service. Check on the spark plugs.
No,
Check
I mean,
on the coils.
I mean, to me, that's a cleaning of the fuel injectors, but I doubt it. It's
I doubt
probably
it.
just running. It's probably just running some an additional additive in the fuel to clean the injectors,
Okay.
which Liquid Moly makes a separate one that just does injector cleaning.
Yeah.
The other comprehensive one I was telling you does do the injector cleaning, but the injector cleaning one is specific for injectors, and you run that every 2 or 3 fill-ups.
Yes.
And honestly, it's $11, and I recommend it. You know, I did it on my GTI after I'd had the GTI for 2 years, not the injector, but the full maintenance one, and suddenly, boom, it was really peppy.
But this
it was
is
amazing how well it cleaned it.
But this is just an additive to your gas tank.
It's an additive to your gas. Well, I mean, you don't need to pull it apart to clean it if you're going to be running cleaner through it.
Well, yeah. In general, we run like premium fuels anyway.
I mean, it's nice to take old injectors and clean them through a cleaning machine and stuff. I mean, the machines are kind of
200K.
No.
200K.
A decent injector cleaner is about $600.
Yeah, well, no,
through Amazon or eBay.
I mean, 200K mileage.
Oh well, I would probably do your injector cleaning at about 110, 110, 120.
120.
Just because injectors get dirtier nowadays because of the fuel and because of the emission systems. And stuff like that. If you're in California, you're probably doing it every 60,000 miles, but that's a whole other issue.
Perform throttle body cleaning service.
So
take a rug.
No.
Take a carb cleaner.
No. So you go on your intake. You have a throttle body.
Yes.
And usually you have the map sensor either attached to that or right after it. You go disconnect that from the tubes and you run some carb cleaner through it.
Yes, well,
that's all it's doing.
Well, it's nice to check for the turbo and see if it spits out oils and and stuff.
Yeah, but that's
like
not part of the throttle body.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the turbo maintenance. That's different.
And it's not here.
And lastly, they pull out a toothbrush and clean the battery terminals.
No. They actually grease the battery terminal. And
come on, you got to at least take a brass wire brush to it and clean off all the corrosion.
They grease it and put a piece of cloth.
At 90,000 miles, your battery terminal should not be corroded.
You know what? I'm already on the battery number 2 in this car. Okay, with the mileage that I'm driving.
They shouldn't.
And this is a 3-year-old car.
But they shouldn't be corroded at this point.
They're not. And for all of that happiness, $1,700. And these are outside of California prices. I'm sure if I would go to the local,
you're $2,500 in.
Yeah, for that amount of work.
Plus,
would you recommend? Would you recommend
in California? They're also adding on your catalytic converter cleaner. Cleaner, yeah, they run a catalytic converter chemical through your gas system that cleans the cats. I'll bet you they're doing that in California.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm not doing
Which
that.
actually does kind of work.
Yeah. Okay.
It does. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. So, would you recommend?
The only thing I would recommend getting a service person to do is a CVT, but I would do the rest of it myself.
Yeah.
And I would use the Liquid Moly in it. Highly recommend that stuff.
So the front diff, rear diff, and the CVT fluids, and then I'll do the spark plugs. I'll do
the only thing I would do with
accessory drive belt.
The front and rear diff is I would just go to Harbor Freight and get one of those disposable pumps for that. The CVT, if you're going to do the CVT, get a decent CVT pump for it, but the real CVT transmission, there may be a filter in there that they want to replace.
Yeah.
But I would just make sure that the fluids are done on the CVT. Everything else is doable. The diffs and stuff, you can do it on jack stands if you want.
Yes.
It's nice to have a lift.
It's coming. It's coming. I mean, it's a project. It's coming. So I bet that with this maintenance, I'm easily gonna be over 120,000 miles very soon, maybe next year, and then I'm gonna get my ZAS.
Okay, so no.
I wanted to put a picture of the ZAS over here.
Okay,
just over here.
So riddle me this.
I found one.
Riddle me this, Joker.
Yep.
Generally on a car,
Yes.
between 60 to 90,000 miles, you do a spark plug replacement
Yes, I've done
as
it.
part of the tuning.
I've done it once already, at 50K, 45, 50K.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it again.
So at 90 or 100K, you have to do spark plugs on it.
Yes, I'll do this again.
That's an engine out, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, on this generation, so this is 2022 Subaru Outback. Actually, on that generation, so this is the 5th gen Outback. On that generation, the quote for the spark plug replacement is cheaper than on the previous generations. So they did improve
What's the quote?
accessibility. It's a $500 bill.
That's actually not too bad.
It's actually, yeah. I mean,
I was thinking like $1,500.
no, it's about between $400 and $500. But again, I'm not in California. These are not California prices. Even these $1,700, these are outside of California prices.
So, okay.
And none of these includes the brakes, which I just replaced at 90K. I've just done them.
So, speaking of California,
yes,
we got a couple things to talk about in California.
Okay, what's happening in California? Bring me up to date.
So, follow TK, TK's Garage, also TK's News, which is a nice news channel. I like his take on carb. I love his take on carb. Anyway, he reported this week that the Justice Department is actually suing CARB in conjunction with some of the car dealers, or truck dealers, I should say, to state that now that all of the emission stuff has changed, and the regulations and the legal stuff with the EPA has changed, they are suing CARB to say that, and the state of California to state that because of the changes in emissions, they cannot require manufacturers to make a vehicle compliant with California regulations, and they no longer have that CAFE standard. So
does it mean that the cars are going to get cheaper?
Well, okay, so this is manufacturers, you know, I can't guarantee that. But they could rip out the DPF, they could rip out the
urine, Constellation urine.
Well, that's the DPF stuff, the DPF filters. They could rip out the I've been drinking too much of the bourbon now.
You're getting hammered so quickly.
Yeah. The recirculation system.
Yes.
There's a bunch of stuff they could be doing with.
But all the ERG,
maybe with the catalytic converters, I don't know, but
ERG stuff is
the
going to
ERG
stay.
Stuff, yeah,
Is going to stay, probably stay. But the the cats, not these cats, the other cats. The cats no longer are they going to be more.
They may not require cats anymore.
I doubt that, but at least are they going to bring the prices down for the California compliant cats?
Okay, so
that cat is California compliant.
So let me put it to you this way, okay? My Ram 3500.
Yes.
2012. It is pre-DEF.
Yes.
Okay, but it still has a DPF filter on the system. Okay, for regens and stuff. I had to replace that because when I bought the Ram, it had an EGR delete and it had a delete for everything, including the cats. It was straight piped. The cat was $7,500. The DPF was $8,500.
8,500.
100.
8,500.
The EGR system was if I got it new, it would have been about $2,500, but I was able to get most of it used.
So total all in,
You're talking 20 grand off of a truck
just for the emissions?
just for the emissions.
Okay.
And that's on a 2012,
Yes.
not a new one.
This is 13-year-old car.
Well, okay, so the CAT had to be a California approved CAT, and the DPF had to be an approved California DPF, which meant I had to go to the manufacturer to get it. If I had gotten it off a third party, it would probably have cost me $3,000 to $5,000. But still, manufacturer wise, you're looking at 20 grand off of a truck to get rid of that shit. Now, so they're suing them not just for heavy duty trucks, which these manufacturers make, which are the 18 wheelers and the big dump trucks and all that sort of stuff. They're including in the lawsuit light, medium trucks, and cars.
Interesting.
So they're saying that a car manufacturer doesn't have to make a 50-state emission system on a car for California, and you can run federal emissions on it,
Okay.
which now means that you don't need emissions on the car.
Okay, so this is almost like rolling back from the Euro 6A 6 standard back to the Euro 4. Yeah, so this is a couple of gens of the Euro standard back.
Which, if you look at it, it opens a whole avenue of diesel cars. The TDI engines and stuff, which are great engines in cars. And you get 50 miles to the gallon in it.
Do you think the diesels is gonna make a comeback in US?
It's hard to say because of
consumers.
It's hard to say because of all the bad publicity with Dieselgate. It's hard to say with the fact that diesel gas here is more expensive than regular gas, whereas in Europe diesel gas is cheaper.
You know where diesel is cheaper than regular? In Nevada.
I don't want to talk to you about that. I have a 60-gallon tank to fill up in my 3500.
$3.80 for premium gasoline in Nevada. $3.15 per gallon of diesel.
I filled up my GTI, and I use premium because it's a turbocharged German vehicle. And this was like a week ago, and it was $4.69 for the cash / debit.
Yes, and this is not the premium gasoline.
No, it was premium.
No, it was premium, but it's not the top tier gasoline.
No. It's fucking, excuse my language, but it's California 91 octane mix blend summer gas bullshit, which doesn't actually mean that it's good gas.
What blows my mind is that just by crossing the border, the gas prices are dropping like $1.50.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
Well, when I did the Oregon trip, it dropped $1 a gallon. Okay, but to go to Nevada, which gets a lot of its gas from California, apparently.
Well, and other places as well.
And other places as well, yes. But it's still it's crazy.
You go to Vegas, you're gonna pay through the nose. You go to Reno, into the touristy locations, you'll pay through the nose. You're gonna pay the California prices.
Yeah.
Right. But 20 minutes outside of Reno, $3.80 for premium, and I can get the non-ethanol unleaded regular fuel.
Anyway, okay, so quit rubbing it in. The other big thing from TK was a report that Bloomberg reported on, that he reported on. It came from GM. It's a GM site, not General Motors itself, but a GM news site that people subscribe to. I'll put it in the link here, and I'll put the article and stuff. They did a study, an air quality study on electric car chargers, superchargers. Electrify America, Tesla, all that sort of stuff.
Okay, charging networks.
This is just a charger. This is not the car.
Yeah. There are like 20 of them, a couple of blocks away from a house.
Well, Tesla created a Tesla restaurant, which has like 10 or 12 of these supercharger.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah. Whatever.
Close to 40.
No.
Like 40 stalls for
I don't think
charging.
it was 40 stalls, but it was like 10 or 12 supercharger stalls.
Okay.
And apparently they are worse than regular car emissions, worse than regular gas station emissions, and worse than truck stop emissions. I mean, a big diesel truck stop.
Surprise, surprise.
And the reason is apparently they use these giant fans to cool down the systems when they're charging.
Oh, they allow it, yes.
And the fans are so powerful, they pick up all of the debris on the road. They basically clean your car.
They suck
They suck everything that's underneath your car, everything on the road, and they throw it up into the air.
Which basically
increases the particulate amounts right over that gas station.
Yes.
So it becomes a death trap.
So what you're saying is that the EV drivers should wear masks.
Not only the EV drivers, but if it's in a residential area,
okay.
I mean, anybody around that should be wearing masks and should be suing Tesla and everybody else.
Well, lots of people have the chargers installed in their garages.
Well, but they're not superchargers.
Yeah, right.
And they're not air cooled.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Now, Electrify America has said that they're going to start putting air filters on this stuff. And
so this is only industrial level chargers.
These are
the big boxes.
Yeah, these are the big boxes with the high throughput and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, the low end systems don't run coolant through them.
So we're going to have filters on those. The manufacturers of filters are going to be happy.
Electrify America says they're going to add it, but you know, who knows?
Remember, there was a gimmick at some point in time when the EVs would have the air filter installed that would suck in the outside air, filter it out, and spit it out as a clean air. There was a gimmick.
I thought that was just for the cabin air filter, but
no. This is just for the outside. It's just like you clean the air as you go.
Yeah, you don't pay me to drive a car to do that, so not putting it on my car. But
okay.
So anyway,
well, but this is interesting. I would never think that the electric charging station would be doing that. Or would be.
Well, it does worse than, the trucks pulling into the truck to a gas station, which throws up all the stuff.
Yes.
And then pumping the gas, which is evaporating some of this fluid and stuff, which doesn't, I guess maybe it doesn't pick up as particulates or something, with all the truck tires and all that other junk. And the truck air brakes and all that sort of stuff, that's not throwing that up in the air, okay? Whereas these EV chargers are pulling the brake dust and all this other junk from these EV cars, which are generating a lot of particulates just by driving. Not their driving system, but the car, the wear on the car itself. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. It's another point of failure for EVs as far as them not being clean. And I mean, everybody knows that when you have an EV, because of the torque you throw on the tires, you have to have special tires on those cars.
You have more rigid tires, yes.
And they go through that rubber faster.
Yes, but no.
As well as I mean, even though the brakes are regenerative braking, you're still doing that.
Yeah, but no one changes tires in California anyway. Everyone is driving on the ball tires. So at some point it stops. The pollution stops.
Yeah.
And
well,
no one changes the brake pads or the brake rotors.
That's called Darwinism. And I kind of approve of that. But
Every couple of weeks after the rain here on the 17, I see the cars on the roof flipped upside down.
I've seen more than that. I've seen campers burn to the ground because the propane bottles catch fire.
Oh, okay. So,
like, yeah.
but this is interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so the more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
I mean, wow. I mean, there's more we could talk about.
Absolutely.
But I think we're kind of talked out, and I'm almost finished with my drink.
So we'll pick up next week, and we're gonna fix ourselves some dinner.
Yeah. So, I think, as we say, like, share, subscribe, share this with people.
It's free.
It's free. Go to our F-bargarage store. Look
On
at
eBay.
us. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. Check out
Are
the
we
new
on
watches that we post.
Are we on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, we have linked Instagram, linked Facebook.
Okay.
The only thing I don't have linked right now is X, which I'm thinking about.
I'm only X on my channel. Go Grok. Go Grok.
Actually, I was using AI for creating thumbnails. And the first thumbnail I ever created for AI was used with Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a paid version of that. And it did a good job. But
Impressive, huh?
well, that was about a week ago.
Yeah.
And this week it seems to be hallucinating all over the place and won't do anything.
Yeah. Well.
And won't follow instructions.
Well, it's not
Chat-
hallucinating. It's just excited about the Pixel launch.
Yeah, it was freaking full on hallucinating like on mushrooms. ChatGPT wouldn't do images.
Uh-huh.
Bing did something so basic it was not usable. I said, what the heck, I'll try Grok. And
Did you?
it did a cool job. It made a retro vintage poster with retro vintage Volkswagen Beetles and stuff.
I want to see that.
I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you after this.
Would you clip it in here? Right here?
It's posted in the last video, which should be up by now. And it did a really cool job. Now, it wouldn't add the text that I wanted onto it.
Yeah, but you can add it yourself.
I had to go out. Well, it did some of the text, but it wouldn't do all of the text.
Right.
And when I kept asking it to add the text, it wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Which was kind of annoying. So I pulled it into GIMP and added the text that I needed. But the image itself was, outside the box kind of thinking. Yeah. And I loved it. It was great. So I'm thinking maybe I might try a paid subscription to Grok.
$80 a year.
It's not which is cheaper than anybody else.
So with the X, when you pay for the blue checkmark, you get access to Grok.
That's cool.
Yep.
I have access to for work. I have access to the ChatGPT 5 Pro version.
Yes.
I'm using
for programming.
For programming, I'm using Cursor. I highly recommend it. It's a great IDE with incredible AI integration.
So for those of you who are not following the AI news, the OpenAI released the GPT-5, and the Cursor, the company, actually was one of the first one to integrate the GPT-5 into their development environment.
And they were highlighted during the release, and so I tried it out, and oh my God, I am loving Cursor.
Yeah.
and the capabilities of it. It is one of the better ones out there for doing this with coding.
Yes, in my line of work, I use Gemini AI Studio on a daily basis, but I'm jealous. I'm jealous that I wish I could use the Cursor.
And we're tech industry guys. We understand what's going on with the whole
AI space.
And
maybe next one,
AI
next
taking
week.
over our jobs because
it is because
I was affected by that, but
yes,
but at the same time, it's allowing me to do 3 to 4 weeks of work in a day or two.
Yes.
And it's fantastic, and I can provide those services to companies and people now that are not understanding programs and not understanding AI and stuff like that, and get them products that's going to improve their business tenfold, 20-fold.
Well, I think I have an idea. If you want us to go and discuss and talk through the AI platforms in one of our next podcasts, please leave a comment below. We'll be happy to share what we know. Happy to do the comparison between the ones
I would
available on the market.
I would
And
I would love to do some code examples with
absolutely,
Cursor, or different examples with the chat stuff.
absolutely, absolutely.
Maybe we can even get a cat AI.
Cat AI.
Yeah,
Yes,
that can actually mimic the cats and stuff.
that would be cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in.
And enjoy our ramblings
Absolutely. And we'll see you in the next one.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.